It's time now for the BHL 5 o'clock news on this Wednesday evening, August 19th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Your 5 o'clock news and I'm there and our top 3 at 5 o'clock here on this Wednesday evening here is... When a team of hackers call themselves the Impact Group claimed to break into the spouse cheating site, Ashley Madison last month, millions of users held the privacy, even though Ashley Madison confirmed there was a hack, no one had posted any. The Republican and National Committee is hitting Hillary Clinton as hard as possible with a recent joke about wiping her email service server clean with a cloth. The wife of former Subway pitchman Jared Fogle filed for divorce on Wednesday, saying she was shocked by allegations that he engaged in sexual acts with underage girls and traded in child pornography. In March 2013, a 20-foot wide single opened up beneath the bedroom floor of a sleeping foreign man and swallowed him whole. The body of Jeffrey Bush 36 was never recovered and ass was raised as ground reopened to the site of the killer's sinkhole in Florida. In Concord, New Hampshire, 16-year-old girl sat on the witness stand here, her hair pulled back in a ponytail. She tried to speak steadily as she told her jury about the night when the ritual at St. Paul's, one of the country's elite boarding schools, turned ugly. The very amendment that conservatives want to fix stand as a shield against government sexual discrimination, as Republicans ending birthright citizenship would be unconstitutional. In Berlin, German lawmakers voted in favor of a third-week bailout on Wednesday, despite a record rebellion among Chancellor Angela Merkel's own conservative that suggested that she would struggle to return to Parliament to seek any further aid for Athens. Thai police say they have a video of the man who may be responsible for Monday's bombing in Bangkok, as we previously reported the explosion killed 20 people. Moscow, American former world boxing champion Roy Jones Jr. has asked Russian President Vladimir Putin for Russian citizenship over a cup of tea. In Washington, Hillary Clinton's lead in the race of the 2016 Democratic presidential nomination has narrowed, and her overall favorability ratings have fallen to the lowest level since 2001, CNN reported on Wednesday. A West Virginia man was arrested Wednesday on charges of calling him false bomb threat ending. Statue of Liberty in April, leaving an evacuation more than 2,200 people from Liberty Island, law enforcement officials said. Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Werby announced Wednesday that she will not press charges against Mr. Quinn, an immigration and customs enforcement officer who shot and killed Terrence Killen during a raid. An armed member of a volunteer gun group guarding an Oklahoma gun store that recently declared itself Muslim-free has accidentally shot himself, according to local media. In New York, fears about China's economy and falling oil prices kept the world equity indexes under pressure on Wednesday, while the dollar lost ground after minutes from the U.S. Olympia, Washington State's unemployment rate was 5.3% in July, holding even with the national jobs rate, state officials said on Wednesday. New York stocks have moved substantially, traded heavily Wednesday on the New York Stock Exchange and Nasdaq stock market. Some land in California's Central Valley is sinking as much as 2 inches per month within water are pumped out of the ground to serve the state during this historic record, according to new research. Thanks to a new study, we finally know how hummingbird tongues work until now. The general consensus was that hummingbirds use capillary actions as tiny bursts of nectar. Beijing international organizations could be overestimated emissions from China, the world's biggest producer of greenhouse gases, because of problems in the way they calculate the data, said a study published by Nature on Wednesday. An unknown human relative that lived 1.84 million years ago has left behind the oldest known fossil of a pinky board resembling that of a modern human. Historic China payload to fly on International Space Station. The drug maker beyond a little pink pill that aims to boost women's sex drive wants investigation to be just as accessible to a patient who needed this Viagra for men. For years, the public examined warned that smokeless tobacco is dangerous, but now does it compared to smokeless cigarettes, as Ken Warner Dean told it that smokeless tobacco without question enough is far less harmful than cigarette smoking. For the second time this summer, health officials in California can investigating a case of plague that a camper most likely contracted while visiting Yosemite National Park. PHL News on 504. Time now for a stock bar report. Down 17,340.73. Down 162.61 points. SP 520.79.61. Down 17.31 points. Nasdaq 519.05. Down 40.29 points. European markets. DAX 10,682.15. Down 233.77. FTSE 6403.45. Down 122.84. And CAC 40.84%. Down 87.15 points. Asian markets here. Nikkei 2222.63, down 331.84 points. Shanghai 3,794.55, up 46.38 points. HSI 23.67.85, down 307.12 points. Oil markets here. 44.42, down $2.20. Brent 46.79, down $2.02. Natural gas 2.708, up 4,000 points. Gold markets here. 1133 180 up 16.90 points. Silver 15.285 up 495 thousand point, and copper 2.2735 down 135 thousand point. Bonds US 10-year 2.1291% down 67,000 point. German 10-year 0.618% down 15,000 point, and Japanese 10-year 0.375% down 2,000 point. FX bonds European US dollar 1.1119 up 2,000 point, and US dollar Japanese yen 123.37 down 100 point, and Great Britain pound US dollar 1.5676 down 2,000 point. All right, looking at commodities here. Wheat 49 3/4 up 1. Soybean 8.95 down 9 1/4. So corn 3.78 up 1 1/4. Sugar 10.61 down 12 cents. Coffee 131.10 down $4.20. Cotton 66.64 up 100 point, and Red Fast 11.90 down up 600 point, and cocoa 3,099 up 15 here. Live cattle 144.90 down 2.5. Leon 65.30 down 825,000 point, and FT cattle 203.15 down 3.925. All right, looking at commodity reports here, and 5. Nope. Looking at New England alerts here. Lakeville, Massachusetts. More production on 140 south, car off the right side of the road. Into the woods about 1 mile prior exit 9. Minor delays at this time. Be prepared to move over or slow down as you pass the scene. Massachusetts police has the breakdown. Lane taken. Massachusetts. More production roll over 495 south exit 1112. Comcast Center exit. Left lane taken back up about half mile this time. Peter Tell News on 506 down for a sports report here. The Pulse Reds off the open will wrap up a 3-game series against the Cleveland Indians. Game time 7:10 p.m. here. Take a look at the number scores behind the majors here. The Atlanta Braves lead in the San Diego Padres 1-0 in the top of the 4th. Los Angeles Dodgers leading the Oakland Athletics 2-1 in the top of the 5th. Milwaukee Brewers out leading the Miami Marlins 8-6 in the bottom of the 8th. And New York Yankees at the Minnesota Twins 4-3. And Texas Rangers over the Seattle Mariners 7-2 here. In White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, the legal representatives for Tom Brady remain unwilling to accept the suspension in any length for the quarterback as part of a prospective settlement with the NFL to resolve Brady's Deflategate punishment. Joint practices have become an NFL training camp safely years, yet the inherent drawbacks and outflips benefits they provide. New York Yankees manager George Roddy offered a high praise for the rookie first baseman Greg Bird before Wednesday's game against the Minnesota Twins by said he possessed a slow clock. And Dave Domofsky did not want to wait as during the August 13th meeting in Chicago, John Henry, Tom Winter, and Sam Kennedy asked Domofsky when he want to get to work with the Red Sox as the new president of baseball operations. Here, Pierre Channel's time, 5:07 here, time out for Trevor reporting on this. Wednesday, I'm going to start you off with the latest on the single 95, 93 northbound in Concord here, and 93 on the northbound side. It is slow from I-89 all the way out to Route 393 in New Hampshire here. 393 southbound also for the Concord stretch. So if you're in that area at the single, try to expect alternate routes and delays here. If you're on 93 here. In Rhode Island here. Jamestown Newport Bridge is all looking good. Route 4 on the southbound side. A little slow from North Kingstown down for Route 1 here. 95 on the southbound side. A little slow for the Coventry stretch. 295 on the southbound side. So before Route 295 Warwick. 95 on the southbound side. So from Warwick all the way out to before Route 4 North Kingstown here. 95 on the southbound side. It is so from downtown Providence all the way out to Crescent here. 95 on the northbound side. It is slow from Route 37 all the way out to Cranston here. 295 on the northbound side, slow around Route 37 in Cranston here. 146 on the southbound side. It is slow from North Smithfield here. 146 on the northbound side, slow around Route 99 in Lincoln, Rhode Island here. 195 on the eastbound side. It is slow from Sunset all the way up to Fall River here. 24 on the southbound side, slow around Route 495 in Raynham. 495 southbound, slow after Route 24 in Raynham, Bridgewater section here. 95 on the southbound side, slow from Sharon all the way out to Route 495 in Mansfield here. 495 on the southbound side. It is slow from 95 in Mansfield right out to Norton due to the exit on 95 near exits 11 and 12 in Mansfield near Xfinity Center here. 24 on the southbound side. A little slow around Route 123 in Brockton here. We get an accident on Route 3 on the southbound side in Kingston here. So expect some delays behind the Kingston area of Route 3 in Kingston here. And in the Plymouth section here. Sagamore Bridge on the northbound side, a little slow here. Route 6 on the westbound side, a little slow in the Sandwich and Barnstable areas here. 28 on the southbound side of the Bourne Bridge slope. 28 on the northbound side slope before the Bourne Rotary here. 28 on the northbound side also for the Falmouth stretch here. 95 on the southbound side, so from 128 in Kenton all the way up to the Ponce Street and northward here. 24 on the southbound side, slow around Route 128 in Kenton here. 120 on the southbound side, so from 28 Randolph to the Braintree split. 128 on the northbound side, so from the Braintree split all the way out to Route 24 in Randolph here. Southeast Expressway on the southbound side, so from the Pike all the way up to the Braintree split. Southeast Expressway northbound side, so from the Pike all the way up to downtown Boston. Southeast Expressway northbound side is back up from the Braintree split to Morrissey Boulevard in Dorchester here. That's because it's going to accident on Route 3 and southbound side around the Braintree split, so expect some delays here. Another accident on Southeast Expressway northbound side of Milton, and another accident on Southeast Expressway on Route 203 in Quincy, so expect some delays around that area of Route 93 and Southeast Expressway here. 128 on the southbound side, it is slow from Route 2 in Lexington all the way out to Punkbot Road in Kenton here. 128 on the northbound side, it is slow from Waltham all the way out to before Route 2 in Lexington here. Mass back on both ends, slow from the Southeast Expressway all the way out to Logan Airport due to an accident in Ted Williamson on the westbound side here. And we got an accident on Mass Pack westbound around Route 18 and Logan Airport, so expect some delays here. Mass back on the eastbound side is slow for the Newton Corner, then hit brakes again for the Austin Barton tolls to the Prude Tunnel here. Mass back on the westbound side, backed up from the Southeast Expressway all the way out to the Austin Barton tolls, and the Mass back westbound is backed up for the Newton, and then hit brakes again for the Western and Natick sections of the Mass Pike and the Framingham sections of the Mass Pike here. Stop and go here from Western and Framingham of the Mass Pike westbound side here. 128 on the northbound side, so from Route 3 in Burlington all the way out to Route 1 in Peabody here. As it is always, it's backed up to Route 28 in Lexington here. Route 2 in the eastbound side, so for the Fresh Pond Parkway here. 2 tunnel slow on both ends here. 7 tunnel is a little slow here. 93 in the southbound side, so for the Zachem Bridge. 93 northbound, so from the Zachem Bridge all the way out to Medford here. Route 120 in the southbound side, so from Beverly all the way out to Peabody here. Route 120 in the northbound side, a little slow before Route 127 in Gloucester here. Tonight on the westbound side, it's a little slow before around Route 9 in Worcester and downtown Worcester. 495 southbound, so from Marlborough all the way out to Hubton after Route 90 Mass Pike here. 495 northbound side, a little slow around Route 62 in Hudson, doing an accident on 495 on the northbound side before Route 117 in Hudson here. 495 on the southbound side, it is slow from Andover all the way out to Route 119 in Littleton. 495 on the northbound side, a little slow for the Westford stretch and then hit brakes again. From Route 3 in Lowell all the way out to Route 38 in Tewksbury here. Route 3 to the northbound side, so from Route 128 in Burlington all the way up to the Billerica. Due to an accident on Route 3 in the northbound side of Billerica, so expect delays here. 93 in the northbound side, so from Stoneham all the way out to Route 129 in Wilmington here. 495 on the southbound side, so from 93 in Andover all the way out to downtown Lowell here. 495 on the northbound side, so from Route 28 in Andover all the way out to 213 in Methuen and Haverhill here. Up in New Hampshire. 93 in the northbound side is also so from Salem to Derry, New Hampshire here. 101 on the westbound side rolls around Route 95 in Hampton, New Hampshire, and Spalding Turnpike, so from Portsmouth to Newington before Route 4 in Durham, New Hampshire here. And up in Maine, the Maine Turnpike here, it is a little slow for the New Gloucester stretch around Route 202 here. 295 and 295 on the northbound side, it is so from Route 1 down for downtown Portland, Maine here. 295 westbound, so from 26 to get an accident on 295 on the southbound side around Route 100 in Portland, Maine. So expect some delays here. Okay, look at that MBTA alerts here at 5:14 here on this Wednesday evening here. On the MBTA, red line, experiencing minor delays due to disabled train at South Station here. So on also for experiencing minor delays due to traffic here. On the Conveyor Rail, Framingham Worcester line, train 5:20 4:40 p.m. for Worcester delayed today due to speed restrictions, heat to 25 minutes. Framingham Worcester line, train 5:26 3:55 p.m. from Worcester delayed today due to speed restrictions, heat 15-20 minutes. Framingham Worcester line, train 5:20 on 2:55 p.m. from South Station delayed today due to speed restrictions, heat 10 to 20 minutes. And Framingham Worcester line, train 5:24 3 p.m. from Worcester delayed today due to speed restrictions, heat 10 to 20 minutes here. And Framingham Worcester line delayed due to heat speed restrictions, train being up to 40 minutes delayed. Updates on individual trains as follow. And Prairies are looking good. Prairie Trail News Times, now 5:15 here at San Rafael. Weather report our calculations at 5:15 p.m. and not messages on this. Wednesday evening here at 84 degrees with first gust. Humidity 59 degrees. Wind speed southwest wind 10 miles an hour. Here, barometer 3.06 inches, 2.68 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. Index 87 degrees. Here. Alright, let's take a look at our calculations around the region here. It is 85 degrees out of Boston and Logan Airport. 84 in Beverly, 82 in Gloucester, 88 in Lawrence, Massachusetts, 89 in Bedford, 88 in Fitchburg, 82 in Worcester, 84 in Sturbridge, 86 in Milford and Norwood, and in Taunton and Plymouth, 83 in New Bedford, 82 in Falmouth and in Provincetown, 81 in Chatham, 83 in Murfreesboro, 76 in Nantucket. It's 82 in Western, 82 in Woonsocket, Providence, but down there, 81 in TF Green, and then Westlake and Block Island, it is 83 in Montauk, 82 in Islip, 85 in New York City, 85 in Bridgeport, 82 in New Haven, and Waterbury, 84 in Denbury and Berlin, Connecticut here, 86 in Hartford, 88 in Winslow, 86 in Springfield, 88 in Greenfield, 85 in Athol, 86 in Northam, 82 in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 89 in Albany, New York, 91 in Cedar Springs, 84 in Rutland, Vermont, 87 in Bennington, 83 in Beverly, Vermont, 87 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 84 in Keene, New Hampshire, 85 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 88 in Laconia and Concord, Natural, New Hampshire, 91 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 93 degrees up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and 79 degrees up in Portland, Maine. Here. Alright, looking at the source map shows a station front from eastern Nevada, stretching the name for Utah, merging the coast front from the Four Corner region, stretching the name for Texas, merging the station front from northeastern Texas, merging the coast front from Arkansas, stretching it up in Illinois and up into Wisconsin, merging the pink front from western Wisconsin down from southeastern Minnesota, merging with a warm front from northern Wisconsin, stretching in eastern Ontario, Quebec, and stretching after the Canadian Maritimes on the station front right here. Our front by from Virginia down to Carolinas, another front by from Central Indiana to western Kentucky and Tennessee, our front by from western Washington down to north central Oregon, our front by from southwestern Oregon, down from northern and central portion of California, and another front by from southeastern California, down for the Gulf of California, for California with lower pressure in the southeastern California air, our front by from western Montana up in the Alberta air, and a high pressure ridge from the eastern Rockies and down for the plain states here. And another high pressure ridge around the Florida Gulf Coast here, while we got low pressure in southeastern Minnesota, northwestern portion of Wisconsin, east central portions of Manitoba, and central Texas and southwestern portions of Texas here, and low pressure down for southeastern California and down for southeastern portions of Washington State. And it's 84 degrees out in Detroit, 86 in Pittsburgh, 90 in Washington D.C., 86 in Atlanta, Georgia, 90 in Miami, Florida, 85 in Dallas, Texas, 94 in Brownsville, Texas, 61 in Kansas City, 75 in Chicago, 71 in Omaha, Nebraska, 63 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 79 in Great Falls, Montana, Seattle, Washington, 71 in San Francisco, 73 in Los Angeles, a pair of 102s in Las Vegas and Phoenix, 81 in Salt Lake City, 82 in Albuquerque, Mexico, and 63 degrees out in Denver, Colorado. Here. Alright, let's take a look at our forecast. Take a look at the radar here around the country here. And it's currently a clear day here. And, some zoom New York, and it shows a lot of showers and thunderstorms east of Route 7, southwest of Montpelier, east of Middlebury, Vermont, and northeast of Rutland, Vermont here. And another spotty cluster of rain showers and storms northwest of Rumford, Maine here. And up north it shows some spotty rain showers northeast of Skyway. Again, it's spotty showers and thunderstorms from northwestern portions of Maine here. Spotty rain showers east of Lincoln, Maine here. Alright, looking at the radar around the country shows spotty rain showers from New York State stretching down the Atlantic seaboard and stretching down the Gulf states. And another line of clouds and rain showers and thunderstorms from the Ohio Valley stretching to Ohio down for eastern Michigan and up to east central portions of Ontario. And another line of rain showers and storms from western portions of Ontario up into Minnesota down for Iowa, down for southeastern South Dakota, down for eastern Nebraska, and the rain showers stretch from the southeastern corner down for eastern Texas and eastern Oklahoma, and some spotty rain showers in central portion of Texas and west central portion of Texas here. and some spotty rain showers in the central portions of Saskatchewan and the east central portions of Alberta. Here. Alright, let's take a look at a satellite loop here, and it shows a lot of clouds coming much to the southeastern corner of the country, stretching on for Illinois, down for Wisconsin, and Atlantic clouds, stretching from Missouri, stretching on Iowa, down for Minnesota, and coming much of Ontario and Northern Quebec, and after the Canadian Maritimes here, and Atlantic clouds off the Carolinas and out to sea here, and Atlantic clouds from central Saskatchewan to Alberta, down for eastern British Columbia here, and Atlantic clouds up in the north central portions of California and Nevada, down for west central portions of Utah here. And some patchy clouds around Mexico here. Alright. Some clouds around Oklahoma and down to eastern and central portion of Texas here. Alright, looking at the tropics here, the latest on Danny here. The 5 p.m. reports show Denny is maintained a speed of 50 miles an hour here. Maximum sustained wind speed, central location 11.5 to the north, 42.0 to the west. Movement west at 10 miles an hour here, and the latest on Denny moving slowly westward here, and there are no coastal watches warnings effect at 5 p.m. Atlantic time. The center of tropical storm Denny was located near latitude 11.5 to the north, longitude 142.0 to the west on longitude here. Denny is moving towards the west near 10 miles an hour, and a west-northwestward motion at a slightly slower forward speed is expected during the next 48 hours here. Max sustained winds are near 50 miles an hour, 85 kilometers with higher gusts. Some 3 meters forecast in the next 48 hours, and Denny could still become a hurricane by Friday here. Tropical storm force winds that extends outwards up to 70 miles an hour, 110 kilometers from the center, and the estimated minimum central pressure is 1,000 millibars at 29.53 inches here. Alright. Looking at the Eastern Pacific here. Nothing brewing in the Eastern Pacific here. Alright, let's take a look at forecast discussion around the region here on this Wednesday evening here. Cooler but humid conditions continue for tomorrow. Slow moving. Low pressure will cross southern New England Friday and Saturday, producing showers and thunderstorms and somewhat heavy rain. Low pressure near Bermuda will head northwest and then northeast passing the east of Nantucket on Monday. We have small chance that it could require subtropical and tropical characteristics that pass offshore. Clifford will approach the region during the middle of next week. Near time until 6 a.m. Thursday morning, 4 p.m. update and trail over the region is allowed for winds to remain. Southerly this afternoon, this will continue to pull an abundant amount of moisture in the region, and a few sites have been seen. Dew points in the low 70s, especially across the south coast. Cape Downs, Black Islands, currently 81 over 75. Muggy. Still cannot rule out a spot shower. The Berkshires late this afternoon now with Cape Vales at below 20, and ML Capes are struggling to get over 500 JK. Just have removed thunder out of the forecast and kept the potential for a shower here. And for tonight, southerly flow continues over the region and allowing the dew points in the low 70s to upper 60s, and sun are due. Okay, for a little inversion set it up as the boundary layers begin to cool. This amount of trapped low level of moisture will lead to another round of low clouds of fog. Believe that fog to be more widespread than that compared to the previous nights. However, there is uncertainty on if there will be a widespread dense fog. However, will be left next shift monitor for the potential for the defense fog advisory. Aside from the fog, guidance indicates that there will be an increase in the amount of TFE overnight as strong lift and low levels. Believe this will yield for a few isolated showers overnight, or perhaps even drizzle, and have inserted a slight chance of showers across the Connecticut Valley, where the TFE is greatest, but Connecticut will have the potential for eastern areas here. Alright. Alright, looking at the weather notes here. Gradual cooling, but staying very humid here, and expecting a few showers ahead on Friday here, and water temperature now 70 degrees. Dew points a bit dry, but staying in the soup is that the point will be continue to be in the soup until next Wednesday here. I expect them all sides 78 to 85 degrees for Boston points north and west, 77 to 86 degrees for southeast Massachusetts, and right out here. Alright, Saturday forecast goes like this. Tonight, patch cloud after 11 p.m. Otherwise, the first clouds of lower and 66 degrees and south with about 5 to 8 miles becoming common in the evening here. Thursday, patch cloud before 9 a.m. was mostly clouds. The crest becoming sunny skies about 84 degrees and southeast with about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Thursday night, patch cloud after 11 p.m. Otherwise, increase the clouds with a lower and 65 degrees and east wind and about 6 miles becoming common in the evening here. Friday, isolate showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy skies, high about 82 degrees in the Cumberland, Kevin, Saffron, 6 miles an hour in the afternoon, anticipation 20%. Friday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms also possible after 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy skies, low at 67 degrees in the Cumberland, anticipation 40%. Saturday, showers and thunderstorms likely remain between noon and 3 p.m. Mostly cloudy skies, high about 81 degrees in anticipation is 6%. Sunday, chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy skies, low at 66 degrees in anticipation is 30%. On Sunday, chance of showers, mostly cloudy skies, high about 79, about 65 degrees in anticipation 30%. 200 and 30% by Sunday night. Monday, chance of showers before 10 a.m. Mostly cloudy skies, high about 82 degrees, anticipation 50%. Monday night, mostly cloudy skies, low about 64 degrees. Tuesday, chance of showers, mostly cloudy skies, high about 83 degrees, anticipation 30%. Tonight, cloudy skies, low about 60 degrees, and for Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies, high about 81 degrees. Here's what a phrase of the evening. A humid night and tap, and never more the same humid day and tap tomorrow. Here's have a good evening, goodbye day to us. You'll have a call for a late night report. Have a good evening.